What's up, everybody? Yeah, come on in. Let's see. Get this right here. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. What's up, Davis Toast? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. We gonna get started. Get started. Give y'all a few more seconds and we will get started. All right. How about we begin? How about we begin? How about we begin? Now, this is a unique lecture. I was in a lot of this in meditative experiences, but I will give y'all some, what I like to call, places to go find some of this information. But a lot of this has been lost to time, to the sands of time, or they locked down in the archives in the Vatican somewhere. You know, your true history. So, let us begin. In the beginning, when this all got started, when the original deities, primordial deities, participated in a particular grand event called the Great Migration from the primordial realm onto this side of the equation, and they began to create different universes, multiverses on this side of the equation. Well, one particular planet, there were a group of goddesses that got together to create what we know today as Earth. Now, these group of goddesses, they created this dimension. You know, they materialized the Earth or the heart chakra, cause they decided to make an agreement with the Creator, which is the original covenant. They decided to make an agreement with the Creator that they was going to have heart chakra lessons, which is why everything on Earth is green. And so they made this agreement. They decided to create a heart chakra type plane of existence, which we know is Earth today. So that's why everything here is mostly green. 90% of the land on this Earth is forest. You see what I'm saying? You got mountains and everything, but you got some vegetation, mainly in every region on this planet, except for in more desert regions, and that just happened within the past few thousand years. Them scorching certain areas due to warfare. So these black goddesses, you know, they did what they did. They created this. They set up shop. They created vegetation, fruits, vegetables, herbs, all the cool things that they enjoy consuming. They created buildings and civilizations just off their mind. Because, they just came from the primordial realm. So when you, in the primordial side of the equation, you just can use this to create. You don't have to use your hands or any outward technologies. They use their internal technologies, their mental technologies. You see what I'm saying? So this is how they created the original Earth. Now, what was the original Earth vibrating on? Well, at this time, this side of the equation, this side of the equation, which we know is a tree of life, was young. So Earth is old as the first migration, actually. So the first great migration from the primordial realm to this side of the equation. So it was one of the first planes of existences to be created, and that's why you have so many beings invested in this planet, because it's so old and has so many ancient and ageless keys of wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Love, compassion, emotion, feeling, empathy. You see what I'm saying? And everything else that go with it, wisdom and all other teachings, right? So they will go on to have many different wonderful cycles of living all throughout the cosmos. Now they also decided later on down the road in their growth, the black goddesses decided to make another agreement with the creator that they would start to descend in frequency to become more physical. Now they made this why in the Bible it tell you that you see such statements as the Lord saying, "I have not forgotten my promise to you, Israel." This is what he means. This is because the goddesses made deals or agreements. These powerful black goddesses make deals or agreements with the creator. You see what I'm saying? So as time went on, this civilization flourished. They made this new agreement with the creator that they would descend down the dimensional frequencies during each different cycle to come down here and gather intel through life experiences for the creator. You see what I'm saying? So now it's starting to all make sense. The original covenant. That's why the covenant, the teachings, the principles of the covenant are so powerful in when you're dealing with the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Or in other holy texts, because the covenant is in all the texts. It's just been corrupted to a high degree. So they continued on. They had many great civilizations, all across the timelines that they were on, until up until a few 100 million years ago, they had descended all the way down to a few 100 million years ago. They was chilling, enjoying their life, eating, doing what goddesses do, having the time of their life. They started to receive visions, prophecies of a time period from the creator of a time period where there would be where they would start to descend and become more and more locked down or fall out of power. You see what I'm saying? So they seen these prophecies, these visions. So what did they do? They began to prepare for these upcoming trials, tribulations. And the creator told them, "Hey, you may want to allow the black god to enter your reality to help you." So that's what they did. They went to the black god, communicated with them, and the black god agreed to incarnate on this plane of existence with her, so they could do this. The birthing process was originally through parthenogenesis, self-birthing. I'm quite sure a lot of ladies have heard of it. And they began to birth the first male gods on the planet. This happened a few 100 million years ago. And you can check this out yourself. They ain't gonna put this in no books, but you can check this out yourself. They did tell it or tell about it in a particular YouTube video called Evolution of the Y Chromosome. And it's an image of a whole bunch of blue X chromosomes surrounded by a gold Y chromosome. That's what it looked like, and it's on YouTube. And so So and in this video they tell you that the original, if you trace the original genetic lineage, you will all the way back. It will come back to the original asexual female if you trace it all the way back. See what I'm saying? What up, Brandon? What up? So yeah, what up, Gwendolyn? So yeah, so this is a true story. This actually happened on our planet. Originally the planet was ran by pure black goddesses of the time, of the age. You see what I'm saying? So they made this Earth, this plane of existence, this dimension. This is true and hidden history. So yes, this is what it is. So back to what I was saying, they received this. They received the prophecies, the visions that it would be turmoil later on down the timeline. So they began to prepare. They talked to the black goddess, the black gods, and the black gods agreed to help them with the upcoming trials and tribulations, which was another covenant that they made. So we have a covenant between each other, which is why we are here in the first place. That's why if you trace the Y chromosome back, it don't go back probably a few million years. You see what I'm saying? It don't go back hundreds of millions of years, and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? It don't go back a few million years. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. And they begin to through parthenogenesis, they begin to incarnate here. So, and for the next few million years, we would live in harmony. We would enjoy ourselves. We would erect powerful civilizations, which you know as Lemuria, Atlantis, and various other powerful civilizations. Ancient Nubia. We started in Antarctica. Originally the world, the black gods started in Antarctica, which is the southernmost part of this plane, and then they worked their way outward, first to America, what we know as America now, then on to the other parts of the planet. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the migration went for this particular plane, and they went down. They did what they did what they did. The black god and black goddesses enjoyed each other for millions and millions of years. I mean, there was no interruption for some time, cause the Creator still allowed them periods and cycles of peace, prosperity, and joy. It didn't really get bad until wars started happening on the planet during the time periods of Lemuria and Atlantis. Whole bunch of wars happened between themselves, between other beings in the galaxy. You know, intergalactic warfare, all type of crazy shit was happening on the planet. And so for the last 500,000 years, 600,000 years, shit had got bad due to the warfare that was going on in this particular solar system, dimensional matrix. You see what I'm saying? And so it began to descend, warfare happened, Lemuria fell, Atlantis fell, y'all know the story, and all that. And there will start the new cycle for ancient America. Ancient Nubia was still in place for a while. Then they fell, and ancient Egypt took the place for them. You know, ancient Asia, ancient India, ancient Europa. You know, all these places. So it continued on to about 12,000 BC. This is usually when motherfuckers like to give you actual history, around 12,000 BC, 10,000 BC, somewhere up in there. Now, what happened during 12,000 BC? We entered a completely different cycle then. This is your tower. This relates to your Tower of Babel story. You see what I'm saying? Tower of Babel, like I always tell y'all, is the spine. Babel itself is the pineal gland. But what I always like to make mention of is this false god that came down and decided to bestow limitations on the people, confused the languages, created boundaries. So this false god began to lock them down. And who is this false god? This false god is the ego and all the arcane frequencies that came along with it. You see what I'm saying? So this egotistical program hit the planet around 12,000 BC. You see what I'm saying? It hit the planet hard. And when motherfuckers start feeling this energy, they start focusing more on their ego instead of their soul, and so they begin to descend. And it took about 2,000 years for it to kick in. So really 10,000 BC is when shit started really getting fucked up, in fighting wars, niggas heart chakra started getting fucked up, and we started self-destructing. You see what I'm saying? Due to infighting. So we descended, we fell. For the next 12 to 10,000 years, shit went down. You see what I'm saying? So this was the original ancient history of Earth. It went down. It went hard. Shit happened. Shit popped off. Right. It was funny to me. The guys was like, "Yeah, man, it was rough. It was rough. It got rough around 15,000 BC for real. But 12,000 BC, a whole new frequency hit the planet. It was a parasite. It was an archonic demon or spirit that hit the planet that started possessing the people and started fucking up their minds and hearts. You see what I'm saying? And so they just start killing each other. I mean, they just started murdering each other. You see what I'm saying? Like never before. This was never seen before 15,000 BC. You see what I'm saying? This was never seen before. The people just killing each other. You see what I'm saying? So, the people knew then that something was wrong. And this is why the Tower of Babel story was created, to let you know that, to give you an idea of what went wrong. This new energy hit, especially around 12,000 BC when they just boldly hit the planet, struck the planet with these archonic frequencies and vibrations. You see what I'm saying? And y'all already know the rest of what happened. Y'all can pretty much look at mainstream history. Well, I ain't gonna say mainstream, but semi occult history to know what happened for the next 12,000 years. All hell broke loose on the planet for the most part. So yeah, between us, we was killing each other off. But the good news is the Creator foreseen this. That's why you have such statements in the Bible as Israel will fall and Israel will rise again. Resurrection of the dead. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'd like to take time out to discuss the movie Avatar. Now, the Avatar, this movie here, is about our future. I find it interesting in the movie, Jake started off on Earth. He was summoned by the goddess Aiwass. You see what I'm saying? So this is a reflection of the original agreement between the black goddess and the black god. You see what I'm saying? This was a reflection of it. He was summoned by the goddess to the planet Pandora. But what was Pandora? If Jake was already on Earth, then how did he get to Pandora? Meditation. Cause every time he had to get somewhere, he had to go to sleep or go into meditation to get there. You see what I'm saying? So he had to go into meditation to travel in his Merkaba to get there. You see what I'm saying? Then he had to go into meditation again to learn to connect with his inner deity, which is represented by his Navi body. You see what I'm saying? Because the Navi, the secret to this movie is the Navi are us on future Earth, on the new Earth. You see what I'm saying? And it's funny, I read Defending Second Ground by Alex Collier some time ago, and even the Andromedans, which are other deities on this out there in the cosmos. They other deities who doing their own thing. They even said, we looked into y'all future timeline and y'all supposed to be blue. Y'all supposed to be blue, which I find to be interesting. So the Navi are us in the future. You see what I'm saying? Pandora is futuristic Earth. And how do you get there? Through meditation. Through your internal self, tap into your own version of the fifth dimension. You manifest the fifth dimension outwardly onto the physical plane. As within, so without, as the teaching said, right? So this is what this movie is about. So every time Jake had to do something, he had to meditate. And what was he doing when he was meditating? He was going through trials and tribulations to reach higher levels of consciousness. You see what I'm saying? He was climbing that stairway to heaven, the chakra system. You see what I'm saying? Jacob's ladder, which is why his name was Jake. Usually when you see guys named Jake, Jacob, Jace, is a reference to the chakra system. You see what I'm saying? And they have to go through their chakra story, climb their ladder to hit their crown so they can reach enlightenment. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happened in this movie. And this is what happened. There's a reflection of the prophecy of resurrection of the dead and the prophecy of the new earth that's supposed to come. So this is what you're getting here. You getting that mind blowing shit now. You see what I'm saying? So he go to Pandora, reach these high levels of consciousness, and become what they call they got a name for it, Taruk something, and he become the new god on the block. He virtually a new god on the block. And what happens? He goes to his mother towards the end of the movie and tell her we fucked up our earth, cause third dimensional earth or the third dimensional heart chakra is nothing but the fifth dimensional earth, lower self. You see what I'm saying? So now he fulfilling his promise to the black goddess, which is I'm gonna protect the planet and its inhabitants from this onslaught of these archonic frequencies, these archonic beings. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he did. She summoned him for one reason, to help protect this planet, which is why the black goddess summoned the black god to this planet. To while she fell, he was supposed to hold it down while she was locked down to the time when she will rise again, which we've been doing, a pretty decent job of. Hell, shit, they hadn't wiped us out, so we've been doing a pretty decent job. We made it this far, and our ancestors got us this far. Now we having the resurrection period that was promised to us. So this is what it's about. And at the end of the movie, I love at the end of this particular movie, what happens? He becomes one with his inner deity, his higher self, as y'all also know it. So he becomes one with it. And he becomes one with the fifth dimension, because now he's living on the fifth dimension completely now from now on. And they sent them arcanic frequencies back to their lower vibration. The lower vibration is where they came from. So those arcanic egotistical frequencies, they kicked them motherfuckers out the fifth dimension. You see what I'm saying? So this is what it's about. This is why we were summoned here. This is why the black goddess summoned us, to help protect her and Earth, her plane of existence, until this cycle, this dark age is over with. You see what I'm saying? This dark cycle is over with. When is the prophecy supposed to be fulfilled? Well, the resurrection of the dead is already ongoing. It's already happening. We can see that now. Millions of people are waking up. The Great Awakening. The resurrection of the dark feminine is gonna fully take place during the summer solstice of 2021, when the sun go from go from kicking out a electric masculine charge to kicking out a magnetic feminine charge. You see what I'm saying? Because the sun up there is just a reflection of what's going on inside you. So the cycle about to invert itself and go back to a more feminine magnetic energy instead of an electric masculine energy. So this is what's happening. This is the prophecy for the rise of the divine feminine, also known as the rise of the Shekinah in Kabbalah mysteries. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's happening here. Now that's what's happening. That's what happened for the past. Avatar, for what I just said, is what's happening for the future. That's where you're gonna be on the future. You're gonna be living your life, chilling, enjoying yourself, having a good time. But first thing first, what happens from right now is what I'm gonna talk about now. How we gonna get there? You see what I'm saying? How is this gonna happen? See what I'm saying? That's the part I'm gonna tell you for this portion of the lecture. How we gonna get there? Well, a lot of people ask, like, so our heart chakra was fucked up. So what happened? How we get all this emotional energy again? Well, around the mid to late 1700s, our heart chakras was reactivated by higher selves, and we went from being emotionless to extremely emotional. Because now we didn't have emotional energy for some time. Now we have nothing but emotional energy. You see what I'm saying? And it's been building and building for the past 200 years, 300 years almost. So now here we are. You see what I'm saying? Now we tasked with stabilizing our emotional bodies and heart chakras so we can make that full ascension and full shift now. You see what I'm saying? So this is what this is about. Now, as far as how we gonna beat this, check this out. I found a little movie for y'all. It's pretty cool. Another movie called The Darkest Minds. Now this is a dope movie because this tells what the star seeds of this time is going through and how we going to beat this hellacious system we dealing with. They showed you first and foremost they have powers. Well, what do powers represent in the movie? Powers are nothing but manifestations of your inner self. You see what I'm saying? So for you to have power means you so in tune with your inner self that it manifests on the physical plane in some shape, form, or fashion. Whether it's fire bending, whether it's water bending, whether it's mental manipulation, whether it's emotional manipulation, whatever. See what I'm saying? Whether it's telekinesis, you see what I'm saying? Whatever your gift is, it's going when you reach that level of consciousness, and of course connected with methods and practices, then you're able to bring out of you your powers. You see what I'm saying? Your abilities. And I always called it the spiritual starter pack. You usually get your own, when you hit that level of metaphysical awareness, which is usually your solar plexus, you're going to start to unlock certain abilities that are unique to you. You see what I'm saying? And what abilities are these? It all depends on you. And what your path is. You get the abilities you need for your path. Like say, for example, with me, I got, when I first awoken, I got 3 main abilities. Number 1, claircognizance, which is knowing without knowing. I always had the ability to know things without even reading about them. And as time went on, that gift would get stronger and stronger. My second gift, I can see the world through other people's eyes as I'm listening to them. So that was my second gift. And my third gift was clairsentience, which is the ability to sense what's going on in my environment. Those 3 gifts was given to me automatically for just doing the metaphysical work. You see what I'm saying? So those were my 3 gifts originally when I woke up. See what I'm saying? So you all have these when you first start out. So, and it could be any of the gifts. It could be any gifts. Hell, shit. And let's not forget the gifts you're gonna unlock just for practicing. Shit, when I start practicing my abilities, it's just like the skill tree in video games. The more I practice my abilities, guess what? Okay, it's stop. The more I practice my abilities, guess what? The more abilities unlock, just like a skill tree. When you unlock one ability, you gain more experience. You gain experience points, and you gain enough experience points to unlock other abilities on their skill tree. You see what I'm saying? So it's no different. So this is what the movie is about. All these kids had particular abilities. You had the Green Squad, who was super intelligent and had claircognizance, could research anything. You had it's work okay. You had the Gold Squad, who could channel electricity out of their body and shoot it out of them. You know, think the Emperor in Star Wars with Force lightning. You had the Blue Squad, who were telekinetic by nature, and they could use telekinesis to do multitude of things. And then finally, you had the Red Squad, who was pretty much they was firebenders. Shit, they think the Fire Nation in Avatar, the last Airbender, they was firebenders. They was about their life. Shit, they was shooting fire out of their mouth and shit. So, and then finally, the most lethal of all the groups was the Mind Benders. They had the ability to manipulate people's mind. If y'all ever watched Naruto, I think the Uchiha clan, the ones who had the Sharingan, the red eyes, and with the 3 tomos. That's pretty much what her abilities resemble in this movie. And in The Darkest Minds, she went on this journey because they started killing off. They did an experiment, and the experiment woke up all the Starseeds' abilities, and some could handle it and some couldn't. The ones that couldn't died, but the ones that could, they were afraid of, so they locked them in concentration camps. Right? So they locked them. They locked them down in these camps. Now, how they manifest on our reality? In our reality, we call hell with the people around us as star seeds for a multitude of reasons. You see what I'm saying? We call hell with these people. You see what I'm saying? And we was always mistreated or fucked with for no reason, all because we had those star seed codes. You see what I'm saying? So those star codes. So this is what's going on here. So she goes. A lady help her escape the concentration camp. She meet up with her squad, her team, and they go and they find this. They go on a journey and they find this little other group, but the group was government sanctioned. Once again, you got agents, COINTELPRO agents, always on the prowl, monitoring your community to see who's gaining more power. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happened with this camp, and all hell broke loose in the camp. You see what I'm saying? And they started kidnapping and capturing all the free kids and locking them back down. So she got away again. And she met up with this lead, who was her Trousseau family, called the League of Children, and she became the leader of this group because she was one of the only few oranges left or mental mind benders left. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happened. This is what happened here. So and she became the leader of the free world. But this is all her becoming the leader of the free world is just pretty much the resurrection of divine feminine. That's basically what they showing you. That's why she held up her hand, the five elements. You see what I'm saying? Baphomet and Sophian energy at this point. So she played the role of Sophia, showing you how this prophecy is gonna happen anyway. So that's why he took this movie out the theaters quick. So this what's going on, y'all. This is what it is. They telling you how you gonna get through this. Going within, doing your internal work, climbing your chakras, getting out your crown, rising up to your Godhead, which is your oversoul, and reconnecting. Reconnecting back with your soul family that's outside of this dimensional matrix that's helping you. You see what I'm saying? So I did that on my last video, chakra ascension, about the Godhead, oversoul, the soul star, your higher self, and the causal chakra, which is your higher mind. So you see what I'm saying? So this is what went down. This is why we call children of the heart, because we living in the heart chakra. And one of the biggest reasons why all these beings have such a vested interest in this planet is because he who controls the heart controls creation. So that's what happened. If you have control of the heart energy, the heart force, then you can control all the other energies and frequencies in that immediate area. You see what I'm saying? Because the heart is the scale, the great balancer. So when it's imbalanced, everything around it is unbalanced. When it's in balance, everything around it is balanced. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Yoda was green in Star Wars. You see what I'm saying? You see, you feel me? He was green. He was green because he wanted to show you the heart chakra. And what did he train Luke? In the swamp, in the forest, in the heart chakra. That's what he trained it. And that's what he learned to harness the force, his God force. You see what I'm saying? So this is what this movie is about. And this is what how it relates to us getting free and us healing this planet and ascending this planet. The ascent is ascension and ascension. You see what I'm saying? What's happening inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Cause guess what? The fifth dimension is what? In your heart center, your heart chakra. The true earth is in your heart chakra. So there you go. So don't forget that. That's what the prophecy was all about. Resurrection of the dead, resurrection of the divine feminine. It was all about these black goddesses making the deal with the creator, the covenant with the creator, agreement, to descend down into these frequencies, these dimensions, to gather experience and intel for the creator so that it can take this intel and expand itself. Its intelligence, so it could grow. You see what I'm saying? They made that deal, and now the creator is back to fulfill its promise. You see what I'm saying? Because I find interesting in the book Sacred Ground, Defending Sacred Ground with Alice Collier, it states the Andromedan state that we know what the hell going on in this dimension, but portals opening, new dimensional frequencies are being created, all type of crazy shit happening in the Milky Way galaxy. And the reason why it's happening is because the Creator said in the Bible that I will fulfill my promise to you, Israel. Or you see what I'm saying? Israel is nothing but the children of the heart. You see what I'm saying? The children of the heart that live on this planet. The original elder gods and goddesses, which is the black woman and black man, and on down. You see what I'm saying? To the younger races, the children of the heart. And everybody who came here to ascend the planet. So that's what the Creator is fulfilling its prophecy. It's portion of the prophecy. And now we are doing our part to fulfill it as well. You see what I'm saying? We living it out, doing what we need to do to ascend and ascend this planet. You see what I'm saying? So there y'all go. With that being said, that ends this lecture. Any questions? That's why I call this the real book of Genesis. From beginning to end. You see what I'm saying? Alpha and Omega. So y'all got any questions? Y'all can throw them up. Gwendolyn Harris, I came here in my heart chakra. Yeah. Yeah. You came here in your heart chakra to experience this frequency. See what I'm saying? Brandon Crystal, and I've been gang stalked a few times because of who I am. Yeah, they gonna fuck with you. But guess what? Once you achieve a certain frequency, once you tap into begin to focus on the force and tap it, there's a particular Jedi force ability called Alta Support, which is Latin for high temple. She's talking about the pineal gland. Once you learn to focus on the force and get in tune with it, doors open for you where you can merge into it. You merge into this force and you walking through the dimension of the force, and most people don't even notice you no more. You become invisible and invincible to the average person. So if you having trouble with those people, work on focusing on the force in your meditation. So they can't fuck with you like that. So any other questions? Any other questions before I get up out of here? Brandon Christoph, no questions but 5 video, bro. As always, salute, man. Oh, thank you, man. This is what I do. This is what I do. But all right, y'all. Y'all ain't got no other questions. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all share this video with your friends. Put the word out there. And I'm out. Peace.